Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Yusuf once again. I tell you what, guys, this WordPress bootcamp event has actually been so amazing. A lot of awesome people, tons of cool values have been watching all morning. So this is Mr. James Dalman, who's the founder of Happy Joe. You guys need to check it out. What is Happy Joe is all about? Okay, so this is his nonprofit organization. Okay, he's building a bridge that will greatly benefit the military community with the civilian community. Okay, so that's his website, and his presentation was about let's see, his presentation was about focusing on your strength and a niche. Okay, so that was his presentation about focusing on the strength and a niche. So the notes that I took from his presentation that I want to share with you right now, I got like several of them right here. The first one, thank you for the hearts, by the way. The first thing that I learned from him, that he said you can do it all. Okay, so that means if you're running a business or if you're focusing on any project, there's no way that you can actually do all of it. Okay, so that was his first tip. The second one is he made this awesome statement right here. It says, whether you want to launch a business or build a career, the best decision you can ever make is to focus on your strength or natural abilities. So that means, you know how sometimes people tell us to do something in life, you know, when you go to college, be this or be that, or when you work with somebody, they ask you to do certain things. So what he's trying to say, that the best thing is that if you have a natural skills, or something you're good at, or something that you love, you should actually do that. Does that make sense? So that was the second tip. Hey Crafts, how you? Thank you for joining. And tip number 3, don't focus on weaknesses or things that is not natural to you. You know how sometimes society teaches, like, if you have a strength and you have a weakness, focus on the weakness to make it stronger. That's actually a myth. What he's trying to say, no, don't even focus on the weaknesses. Focus on something that is natural, something that you're good at. Okay, so that was tip number 3. Now, in order for you to find strength in what you do, you have to ask a couple of questions. You know, like, look at what you do best and look at what you love most, and leave the one that is at least something that is not that important for you. Maybe, like, you know, I don't care about this small task. Hey Scott, how you doing? Or that's the least thing that I enjoy doing it. So you can delegate those tasks. But something that you love the most, that is your strength, and that is what you love about, then focus with that. Okay. And when it comes to, like, the niche, like, you know, what is your niche? He was basically saying that, you know, understand your target group and who's your target market. Okay. Do you have a passion or deep interest in that specific target market or in that specific project? Okay, what group of people can you relate to the most in the target market, and how can you establish yourself as an expert or leader in that target market? And if you could choose one market, what that would be. This is how you actually find out what is your niche. Does that make sense? So these are the questions you need to ask in order for me to figure out how can I focus on one thing. Like, you know, who's my customer? Am I very passionate about it? What kind of group in that target market? So let's say if I'm a web designer, if I target market attorneys, that's it. That's my group. And why I focus on the target market, it has to be some sort of good reasons. Hey Frankie, how you doing? Thanks for inviting. Okay. So this is the session was given by Mr. James Dalman, and you can, guys, check out his website right here. It is a non-profit organization called Happy Joe. That's his website. Okay, and if you want to follow him on Twitter, you can just look for, let's see, James. Here we go. So this is James Dalman, who's also a veteran, and he's also the founder of Happy Joe, and also one of the organizers for WordPress Bootcamp. So you want to check him out. Okay, so those are the tips that I learned from his session, and I will definitely share with you more pretty soon. That's all I'm doing. I'm just sharing some of the tips that I learned, and so y'all can benefit. So if y'all have any questions, do let me know. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay. All right. So that's it. Any more questions? If not, I'll go ahead and end this and come back with another quick notes on the presentation that I've been enjoying. Was Hollywood. Was Hollywood style. Oh, you're too kind, man. You're too kind. Okay. All right. Let's see. So that's it. So that's for the topic on focusing on your strength and a niche. Okay, remember, always focus on what you love to do and also delegate. Well, I'm in a digital marketing firm myself, so right now I have several clients on different venues based on how I started in the beginning. Hey, James.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm going to tell people about what you're doing. If you want to do some interviews, we can do it like over in this area.
Okay, awesome.
If they want to do an interview or rehash,
Perfect.
I'll send them to this.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
That's James, one of the organizers. So pretty soon I'll interview some of these awesome speakers. And if y'all have any question, take your chances right now, right? All right, how do you approach niche to a sellout product? Well, like I said, it depends. First of all, what we have to look at the market first. Hey, Tora, how are you? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. When it comes to the niche market, it depends. Are you into it itself, or you trying to make a product on a niche market? So you have to do some research and find out what is good out there that you can actually sell and promote. When it comes to you, like what is your skills? What is your skill set? What is your strength? Then from there you can figure out how you can nicheify it. So let's say, for example, if I'm a web developer, if I want to build a website, I can just build a website for everyone. I need to start with one specific market and focus on that market, but I have to have a reason why I'm focusing on that market. It could be because of their passion. It could be because this is what I have to deal with. Because, for instance, some people don't like to deal with attorneys, so they're not going to use, building a site with attorneys. In case of James, he gave an example how he was focusing on building a website for churches and ministries, because that's something that he kind of was able to resonate with, and he was getting into that kind of niche and learning to be a pastor. So he picked that one because he noticed that, that's his strength. Do you carry out research with target market via cold calls, emails? No, not necessarily. These days, my friend, everything is done through online marketing. You can find so much information available with online marketing. The email and direct mail, all the phone stuff, that's like, to me, that's an old school. But there's so many companies out there that can actually help you to nicheify your target market. But I can share those tips later on how to do that. Can you briefly recap the tips that we share? Well, yes, the first one is, this topic was given by Mr. James Dalman, who is the founder of happyjoe.com, and he's one of the organizers for the event on WordPress Bootcamp. So the notes that I took from him, I'm going to share this with you right now. The first one is you can do it all. So if you're running your business, if you wear all kinds of hats, eventually, yes, you might have to do that, but in the long run, there's no way for you to manage every single task. Okay, so what he's trying to say that you have to actually focus. Yes, WordPress is really awesome. Focus on what you love the most, and the mundane task, you can have somebody else do it for you. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing he mentioned is whether you want to launch a business, okay, or a project, or to build a career, the best decision you can ever make to focus on your is to focus on your strength or natural abilities. Sometimes people say, look at your weaknesses, focus on the weaknesses and make it stronger. He says, no, don't focus on that. Focus on the strength and build it on that strength. Okay, and number three was don't focus on the weaknesses or things that it is not natural to you. And number four, ask questions to find your strength. Right. Look at what you do most, the best, and look at what you do something that is least and worse. Does that make sense? Usually research related, but not good. Yeah, that's old school, my brother. That's old school stuff. So ask questions. It looks like they're going to start in a few minutes. Ask questions to your strength and look at what you like most and what you like least, and outsource them. Okay, Anita, how you doing? And focus on the niche. That means if I'm a web developer, I can just initially sell it to everyone, focus on one area and build it on that. If you want to focus on doctors, focus on that. If you want to focus on attorneys, focus on that. Then when it comes to niche, these are some of the questions you need to ask, like, what target group or market you are trying to target. Do you have a passion or deep interest in that target market? Okay, what group of people you can relate within that market? That was question number 2. And number 3, how can you establish yourself as an expert or leader in that target market? And the last but not least, if you could choose one market, what would that be? So those are the 4 questions on how to nicheify your niche. Okay. All right, I gotta go because they started right now.